Hello, and welcome to Diana's Makerspace. Today, I'd like to present day two of the spa treatment for the Barbies, for the standard size Barbies. Um, as per certain sensitivities, I'm presenting this introduction so that those who are offended by nudity, you may, if you wish to watch, you can watch it with the option without the video and just listen to the audio. Again, no explicit language is used, just general language on how to do beauty care and hair care. But again, you can't wash the Barbies with their clothes on. And I showed this to a friend of mine today at lunch, and she was surprised I had to give this introduction because she was born basically in the baby boom generation. I was born in the baby boom generation between 1955 or 65, the Jones generation. And during her career, she worked as a Playboy bunny and almost was asked to model as a centerfold for Playboy. Except at that time, basically, they had a height requirement. She was a half inch too short, which Playboy doesn't have anymore. But she thought it was silly that I have to do this introduction, and she's wondering about well, why should we people have to do? Why do you have to do this even on a liberal media platform? But she's so I'm doing it anyway, just basically, so those of you who are sensitive to nudity, even though we're doing beauty care for the Barbies, you may want to switch to a different video and come back at another time, or turn off the video and just listen to the audio. No expressive language is used, and there is some social commentary in regarding when we're treating the Barbies who served in the military, regarding some thoughts in that though. But so basically, in the next segment, we'll start on the beauty and spa treatment of the Barbies, and I'll put a little old-fashioned timer signal, so it gives you the decision to decide if you want to stay and watch, turn off the video portion, just listen to the audio, or switch to a different video. Whatever decision, no judgment. I understand and emphasize because certain people and are raised in different values and different things, and we all have to live together in the Barbie house. Is a cooperative, multi-generation, multicultural house, in that we also share different values. Some of us are Republicans, some are Democrats, some are other, and we have different religious and non-religious views, but we all learn to live together in peace and harmony. So let's proceed with the spa treatment. Hello, and welcome to Diana's Makerspace. Today we're going to do the second day of the Barbie Spa, and today we're gonna wash Sabrina. We're gonna do her hair. Her hair sort of looks like it hasn't been washed in a while. And basically, first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna give Sabrina a little bit of a spa bath. And then, like before, we're going to take Sabrina's hair and just gently condition it a little bit. And we're using Pantene Pro V Volume 2-in-1 conditioner, volume plus conditioner. Now we're going to let Sabrina sit. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Anastasia. Anastasia's a different doll. She's not a Barbie, but she's part of the Barbie sorority. And again, we're gonna give Anastasia, and that we're gonna give her a nice wash. Well, not Anastasia, but oh boy, I'm trying to think. Oh boy, it'll come to me. I'm sorry, my memory sometimes gets a little bit. And then, like last time, what we're going to do is we're going to gently condition the hair. We're just going to do it this way. Again, gently condition. Rub the conditioner in. Let it rub in. And then we're going to do Mike. Mike is an art doll, and so what happens because Mike has prosthetic limbs, his arms can't get wet because of the prosthetic limbs. So we're just gonna wash them a little bit, and then because his hair extensions like Bruce and Stanley, we're just gonna notice how I'm just gently washing the hair extensions like this. Just gonna do it this way. And they're just going to give Mike another light wash like that though. So, and get Mike back again. And now what we're going to do is going to go with Sabrina. And they give Sabrina a nice wash like that though. And that though, so. And also a bubble bath. Like that though, so. And trying to think, let's see, Anastasia, no. Kiko. Oh, Michelle. This is Michelle. There we go. I'm sorry. I got this is Michelle. Michelle's named after a friend that I knew in grade school. Michelle and Linda, we always went to the park and went to the pool together. And as you can look at the water, you can see the Barbies needed a good wash because basically we've been moving. They've moved around quite a bit. Now the next step in this is always basically we drain out the water. And now what we do is we do a nice rinse to rinse out the conditioner so it doesn't form like a mousse. But since this here is preset, we just want to rinse the conditioner. We don't want to brush it out. We just want to rinse it out and let it air dry. And I haven't been able to find my blower, but I've been told by friends not to use my blower. So what we're going to do is we're going to do what's called an old-fashioned towel dry. We're going to do a towel dry of the hair like that though. So now with Michelle. And what happens, we're using a little bit of warm water because these conditions are heat activated, and they give great results when you do it. But you gotta make sure you wash the conditioner out. And then we're gonna do a nice. Now, with Stanley, like I said, we got to be careful because Stanley is an art doll, and also he has prosthetic limbs, so we got to do his hair a little bit differently. And as you can see, what happened is some of his hair is going to have to be re-glued on because of what happened with the hot water and the glue that was on there. So we'll have to reattach part of Stanley's hair. Like that, we'll do that at another time. Like that though. So when you do hair extensions, Stanley's hair was put on with cold glue. So you always have to be careful whenever you do hair extensions. Like that though. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an old-fashioned, what's called an old-fashioned towel dry. You take the hair, you go like this, This is called an old. This is what used to be done before hair dryers were invented. This is an old-fashioned towel dry, or like many times in the 80s, you saw a lot of rock stars who used to have their hair wrapped in towels, like on the Go-Go's album, where they had the hair wrapped in towels. That's a form of an old-fashioned towel dry. And this is the way you do it basically if you don't want to wrap your hair up in a towel and you let it air dry. And Mike as well. Now, Mike, we just gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because he has hair extensions. And we're going to put the hair extensions back on again. So we'll do that. We'll do that later, like that, though, and stuff, and that, like that. So. And now basically, everyone has mostly everyone has had their hair dried. So now it's proceed to the next group. Hello and welcome back. Now we're going to do another spa treatment. This time we're going to do it with Robin. Robin is not a bar. It is part of the Barbie story, but made by a different toy company. And as you can see, Robin is full figured. Robin doesn't have real hair, so we're just going to give him a spa bath. Just give him a spa bath a little bit. And then we're going to do his plastic hair a little bit. I've been debating about whether to put extensions on Robin. Let me know what you think in that though. But we'll just give Robin a spa bath. Because like that though. And now Jane is basically Jane is part of the Barbie story, but made with a different toy company. And first, like always, we're going to give everyone a spa bath, and also make sure that we don't interfere with the makeup. And just do like a just like a sponge bath, just gently going back and forth. And then we're going to do Jane's hair. And see how you just do it gently. Just go gently. Just go gently. And that's good. And let's have Jane. And Jane likes it going into spa bath. She likes having her hair conditioned in the spa bath. Like that though. So now the next one is we're going to do Bruce. Bruce is a Ken doll. And you can see he's full figured as Robin. But because Bruce has hair extensions, we got to do it a different way like we learned last time. First we're going to do is give Bruce a spa bath. And then with his hair extensions, we got to go make sure that doesn't touch the top. We can't touch the top because we got to check on the glue. And see how I'm doing it? Just lightly. Now we're going to do everyone one more time to make sure that they get a good spa bath. Here's Robin, and as you can see, Robin's getting a nice spa bath. And that though, and also not so that doesn't. And now we're going to do Jane. Jane's happy she's getting a spa bath as well. Another one. It's always nice to get a nice spa bath, a nice bubble bath, you know, like that. I like bubble baths myself like that though and stuff. And there we go. Jane's happiest when she has her hair conditioned this way. And now we're going to do Bruce, who's a Ken. And again, because of the hair extensions, we got to be careful not. So first we'll do the spa bath on Bruce. And now we're going to do the hair extensions gently, so that where the hair extensions are attached, do not touch. Like that, though. Okay. Now, as always, what we do is we drain the spa water. And the next step is we do a rinse. And never rinse directly in the face because it's like someone rinsing you in the face. Now we're going to rinse and just rinse everything off, as you can see. And this is lukewarm water because no one likes a cold shower, and no one likes a shower that's too hot. So now with Jane, first we're going to rinse the conditioner out of her hair, because if you don't, it becomes a mousse. And see how this conditioner is working good. We use Pantene Pro V 2-in-1 volume. Now we're just going to give Jane a nice spa. Now Jane has that. Now with Bruce, we're going to do Bruce's hair just a little differently. Notice how we're just doing it almost like a third of the way down, so we don't touch the hair. We're going to school compared to what we did with Stanley and Mike, and that their hair is going to be reset at a later time. And then we just give Bruce a nice spa wash to wash off, and that's all. And again, lukewarm water, because no one likes a severely hot shower or cold shower. We're not. And what happens? I'm going to have to take a little break and come back just to do the next scoop, because I'm running out of wind, and also sometimes I got to sit down due to my back. So I'll be back to do the next one, and you'll see all three. Hello, and welcome back to Diana's Makerspace. Today we're going to complete the spa washing of the Barbies. Now today, basically, this is Beta. Beta's originally from Poland and lives in the Netherlands. And as you can see, she's dressed in a swimsuit for the spa wash, and that though, and a set. So let's do what we normally do first. We do a spa wash. We make sure, excuse me, that we don't ruin the makeup. So basically, we just do it just the upper body, and then gently do the hair. And you can see Beta is a little bit like Jane. She prefers to have her hair done in the spa wash. So let's do her hair this way in the spa wash. Let's do it like this. Let's do it like that. So like that, so Beta can. And now we're going to let it set for a little bit. And then we're going to do Kiko. Kiko is from Tokyo, and Kiko's named after a friend of mine who I worked with in medical research in Milwaukee. And she's joined us at the Barbie sorority. And again, I'm sort of seeing something with many of the Barbie sorority members. They prefer to have their hair sort of washed basically while they're in the spa like that though. So let's do it that way then. I'll do it in such a way so that you can see what I'm doing. Now you see how I'm doing? I see how I'm doing the hair just gently, and then basically just a little bit there, just a little bit on top. And then we're going to do it basically so basically everyone has a nice spa wash. And some of you may notice that basically what we're doing with the spa wash is like a Japanese communal bathroom, or basically a communal bathroom done in other countries. But we're doing it only as so many people at a time, because basically just to make sure that basically everyone has the same type of opportunity to have the nice soothing scent treatment of the waters. And now we're doing Demetra, and Demetra basically and you do it in such a way that you don't want to dunk someone. You don't want to dunk. This isn't a baptism. This isn't no. And also you want the warm water just lukewarm, so that you can put your hand in it for a few minutes. You don't feel burning sensation. If you feel burning sensation, the water's too hot for you and for the members of the Barbie sorority. And now we're gonna do Alexis before she became Harley Quinn. And you notice Alexis is sort of still in military garb. There's no way to take that off, so we're gonna give her good washing. The thing about Alexis, though, is Alexis is like many people who served as military contractors or in service who have PTSD. What happens when they have PTSD, it changes them. Sometimes it may change them even to transition, because some members of the Kenosha Vietnam group, disabled veterans of the Vietnam group, feel I transitioned because of what I went through in my life as a military contractor and being affected by biowarfare. And Alexis was affected by biowarfare. That's why she became Harley Quinn, because as a way to get back at those, even though that's used out biowarfare, even though as the United States we signed a treaty against biowarfare, our enemies didn't, especially during many wars. And it's important that we take care of all members of our community, even though they may use different names and they may be different, because once they go in the military, go serve as a contractor, they go through that rabbit hole and they don't come back. So now we're going to give Alexis a good wash, a good spa wash. And like before, we do it again. Everyone gets a spa wash again. And I can see basically, Beta likes it this way, just like Jean. So we're going to do this as a standard procedure where basically they just lie in the bath, and then we do it this way and just do the hair that way. And now Kiko is going to lie in the bath as well. And we're going to do it that way too. And always make sure to be careful. Don't ruin the makeup. Now, like I said, this is a community bath, but notice I'm just doing it 4 at a time because we want to make sure that this is a clean community bath. And then Demetra. And you can see Demetra's has been using the Barbie styling loom that's at the Tiffany wing of the dollhouse. So we're just doing a standard wash today, just to help, and also that all one of the Barbies always are basically have a nice wash, because we moved quite a bit, at least in many years. Now with Alexis, we're just going to do a little bit. Her uniform doesn't come off. She wears like a standard uniform every day. Even though she's retired from the military, non-disability, she still believes in serving the country, but she still has nightmares like many of us who have PTSD, and sometimes have on and off days. So, wears certain outfits to remind her of certain things and that, though. But also something like to let people know that she's been through the rabbit hole, so please don't tell her to forget about it. Don't tell her to say, can't you get over it? Civilians don't understand, even though they try to. And sometimes even administrators, as a friend of mine who goes to the VA has trouble with having them understand with his things of going through the Vietnam era. Now what we do is we drain the spa water. And the Barbie sorority is an international sorority. We're multicultural. We don't play games based on politics or basically religion. We welcome everybody. We follow Wonder Woman rules. Women, enlightened men, and women and girls, enlightened men and boys are welcome, and internationally. And we work to make the world a better place, trying to share ideas, share thoughts, mostly share communal living peacefully. Now what we do, again, the same thing. We have to make sure we wash the conditioner out, because if you don't, it will become a mousse. And you can see basically the hair is very much different types of hair, different types of fabric hair, different types of hair compared to different Barbies, like Disney Barbie Girl mentions that depending on the year, there's different types of hair. And now we'll do Demetra. Whoops, sorry Demetra, I splashed your face there. I'm sorry about that. Oh God, I'm sorry guys, I gotta be careful. Here we go, all right. And we gotta wash the conditioner out. And then we're gonna do just a rinse like that though. And with Harley, we're just going to do a little bit of a rinse, just a little bit of a rinse. Don't wait. It's nothing like waterboarding. We're not going to, no, we're just doing a little bit of rinse. There you go. Now, yeah, it's good. Yeah. And so you can still have your uniform on. Now the next step is basically, since everyone has long hair, like I mentioned before, we're going to do what was called, what we're going to do is what's called a towel dry. We're going to take the towel and just take it. We're going to absorb the wetness because I don't have a blow dryer with me, and I'm a little bit concerned about using a blow dryer. A friend of mine said too, because basically she was concerned about what the hair, and see, Beta is like said that we used the towel dry method, and this was done by many rock stars. Even on the Go-Go's album, the Go-Go's first album, showed them all with their hair doing a towel dry method, which was common even up into the 80s like that, though, to do the towel dry method. And now we're going to do Demetra. Sorry about the condition of these washcloths. I'm a little bit behind on budget near the end of the month, so sometimes it's a little bit harder to keep track on things like that, though. So, but next time we do this, we'll have better. But now we're doing a towel dry, and now we're going to let everyone sit and lounge so that they can air dry. And this completes the Barbie Spa Wash for the standard size Barbies. With the taller Barbies, I still need to figure out how to do it because the hairs are set in such a way, and also they're cloth made, so I got to figure out a different way how to do things with some of them. With Annette, Judy, and Gwen, I can do a spa wash, but I'm going to have to do that in a bathtub because the sink is too small. So that'll be another segment coming at another time. And hello, welcome back to Barbie's Sorority House. Everyone, the standard size Barbies are finished with the spa today. Now they're air drying. Also, their hair has been towel dried as I can't find my air dryer, and a friend of mine recommended that I don't use my air dryer. So I'll just show you what some of the Barbies look like. Now, also, we live on a mature philosophy, so basically, nudity doesn't offend us because we believe the human body is beautiful, and many of us are artists, even though many of us did work in the military. And you can see Sandy and Ursula. Now, Ursula and Sandy, I have to figure out how to wash them because their skin is special. And we'll do that another time. There's Barbie, Lara, Jill, Kiko, Beta, Mike, Anastasia, Sabrina, Mike, Diana. And what happens though is basically, and you can see in the gallery is Cheryl, Renee, Peace, and Cheryl's pet and Cheryl's companion, Pinky. But again, what happens? It's good that everyone has a cleanse every so often, and also that basically everyone can sit and just air dry in a natural spa, not have to be so offended by basically backwards notions in other people, because as the United States, we are not a secular country. We're based on the Constitution. So basically, certain secular laws do not apply in that though. And although some of our allies may think so, but take a look at the hair. Let me know what you think about hair. We use Pantene Pro V 2-in-1 conditioner, a Pro 5 2-in-1 conditioner, and I'm very happy with it as to how it's turned out. In that though, I'm very happy. Um, Especially just going back. Look at Barbie, how her bob came out this morning. Look at that, and even Lara and Jill and Anastasia. Whoops, moving the camera a little too fast. And then you can see Mike and even Diana like that though. So let me know what you think like that though, and what we're gonna do with the Barbies that are taller, I'm gonna try to wait to see if we can do a spa wash for Karen, Marie, Daphne, Hetty, Lucille, Olga, no, Tatiana, Olga, and Pingy, and for Gwen, Judy, and Annette, we're gonna do a Barbie spa wash, but we're gonna have to do that in the bathtub because both of them a little bit are too big for the sink. But I also want to do it in such a way to figure out how to do the hair better. And also, I found a way how to get more clothes for Gwen and Karen like that though. And I'll talk about that in later videos. But let me know what you think about our progress at the Barbie sorority house. We are a multi-generational sorority house, and what happens? We're also a multicultural sorority house. We follow Wonder Woman rules. Women and girls, and enlightened men and boys are welcomed. And the reason we call it a sorority house because it's mostly people who are college age or older, but we do have those who are in elementary like that. Will be maybe in elementary. That's why we have a study area, but we do have adult area and a children's area. And as you can see, we've got Frosty and Hildy, Cookie, Jennifer and Dole, and going back, going back, going back, going back. And we got Jennifer M and Stephanie M in that though. It's a nice spring day. And the biggest thing about with the Barbies though is for me though, the Barbies, we both provide emotional support to each other. The Barbies are good listeners and also good when we need to sleep sometimes to get over some things of PTSD. And basically, it's nice to know that basically all of us stick together. We are not alone. You are never alone. And no matter what anyone tells you about what you believe, your needs are important, your wants are important. Don't let someone try to say you have to sacrifice your needs and your wants. And also, you have a right to live how you wish to live in your own home. No one has. This is not Calvinism. No one has a right to come in and tell you like in Calvinism. The church doesn't like to tell you how to come in your home or send the elder to tell you. So remember, we're in the United States. We have a Constitution. The Second Amendment allows for freedom of religion, but it doesn't allow for forced freedom of religion. The Second Amendment applies to the person. They're not allowed to apply it as a government official, social service worker, or other types of government things because your home is your castle. And that though. Well, let me know what you think. The best way to reach me is on YouTube, X, Facebook, and Instagram. I've tried some other things as Blue Sky, and I haven't really had a good support and response to it, so I really don't quote Blue Sky anymore. And I really don't, even though I have an account, it's not active. So just remember YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. And thank you for watching. And remember, be good to yourself. And also remember, basically, you have a right how to live your life. And also no one has a right to try to scare you with religion, whether they're a politician or basically social worker or attorney or anyone else. We are not a secular country. We are a constitutional republic, and we have freedom of religion extends both ways. The right to believe as you wish to believe, to practice upon yourself and not force upon others, or the right not to believe and not to force that belief upon others. Well, thank you for watching, and this has been Diana's Makerspace.